That's a shakeout run. Lovely shakeout. We totally missed it. To the Expo. I have like a lot of things on my mind. Are we gonna make it? 5, 4. Go pick up our bibs. Let go. They had all the essentials. The only thing that I wish that they had, other brands having more gear, because the gear for like the CIM stuff is like really limited. Like they don't have like New Balance and Adidas and Nike with their own CIM stuff. Super cool. Shakeout run, marathon at the AM. What time? 7 a.m.
Catch the bus at 5.
All right, 7 a.m. start. We gotta be at the buses at 5. I'm literally just breaking in my Nike shoes right now. These are the kicks. The only reason I'm being a bad marathon runner right now is because I ran in these shoes before and I felt like I didn't really need to break them in. So here we are. We're at the finish line. I don't know if we're gonna be flying like that at the finish line, but we'll hopefully make it to the finish line. Visualizing the finish line. Visualizing.
Pride got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted, and you know I'm leaving. I'm
ready to go out to eat. I'm hungry, so I'll eat this up, and then that's it.
He says he's ready.
These are going to be at the very end of that.
How you feel? 18 minutes. After you spilled your coffee on you like 3 times, all over your shoes. We're on the line to go to the bus. Pretty sure I'm the only one that takes hot because I'm already boiling hot. It's not a good sign.
I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got
Ready? All right, so this is gonna be my CIM debrief. This is actually gonna be my CIM and Berlin debrief. I never made my Berlin video initially, so I apologize. With that being said, so I kind of want to quickly get into Berlin. Berlin was such an amazing experience. It truly is my favorite marathon in the whole wide world. It's so magical, like the way that it's set up. It's a stunning environment and it feels very historical. And there's just so like good vibes that you get when you're in Berlin. My training was pretty, I would say, a 1 out of 10. It was like a 7.5. Not everything went ideal. A lot of change during that training period. Training from going from Louisiana to California, through that whole transition, finishing up grad school. Honestly, it was a lot. But I would say 1 out of 10 Berlin marathon training was like a 7.5. It was not perfect, but it was not like the worst. But however, with CIM, I was really trying to not increase the volume, but actually increase the intensity for my training. I really do more speed work and essentially try to get faster. But the problem with that, I didn't have any hill training. Looking at the elevation profile, as you can see here, this elevation profile, honestly, to me is extremely deceiving because it looks like you're just going down a hill, but a net downhill. So yeah, therefore there's a difference. If you take this number and you subtract this, you'll get like a net difference going downhill. But to get that downhill, you have to go through a number of rolling hills. They're continuous. They are genuinely continuous. Maybe this is just my own perception of the race, but I can't think back of any super long stretches that were just flat. That really had an impact on me and my legs, and impact on my muscles. The worst thing of them all, and this is honestly, this is such a rookie mistake, and this is my fault, which I can't believe I did this, is I wore relatively new shoes. And why did I do this? Because I thought to myself, well, I only ran in my Nike Vaporflies once or twice before the marathon, and I felt fine. But that marathon was flat. First marathon I ran in them was Chicago Marathon in 2022. And actually, I'll show you them right now. So in Chicago 2022, I wore these guys. I only did like 1 or 2 runs in these shoes prior to the marathon. So I thought, okay, well, if I didn't use these that much going into Chicago, I should be fine with ones. I mean, I bought the same exact, the same model, the same style, like everything. I just wanted new ones because these ones are pretty much done already. These already have 2 marathons, the Chicago Marathon, the Berlin Marathon, 2 half marathons, and like 2 10Ks. So these are pretty much done according to what the internet says is about how many miles. Like, yeah, so I was like, okay, let's opt for a new pair. I got a new pair, exact same style, same model, just different color, and they're brand new. I did one training run in it, and I was like, okay, well, that's pretty much the same that I did for Chicago. I was like, okay, I'll be fine. But no, I was not. These shoes are super narrow. Well, all the marathons that I ran in these have been extremely flat. Wearing these pretty much brand new and going downhill, my feet just kept smashing and smashing to the front of this shoe since mile 1. Since the first downhill in mile 1. I tried to adjust my feet, I tried to adjust my gait so that I could relieve the pressure of my toes against this like plastic. Changing my gait and changing my mechanics of my landing gave me even more pain in other places like my IT band and my knee, because I was trying to relieve the pain of my toes. But the thing I did could relieve it, and it got worse and worse and worse and worse. I even posted like a video on my Instagram story. Pretty gross, honestly. My feet were completely bleeding. And then I think at mile 14, after the halfway point, I'm literally in so much pain on my toes and massive GI stress. I think the stress of all of that just exacerbated, or maybe just had a negative impact with me trying to digest my nutrition. Honestly, I don't know. But everything seemed to go wrong. And by mile 14, I was pretty much walking, sort of jogging, walking, jogging, probably from mile 14 to mile 20. And then finally I was like, okay, there's just a 10K left. Like, my GI started to calm down. And I got to a point with my feet that they went like sort of numb. And but I didn't realize at the time, they all had blisters. Blisters and blood blisters all at the front of my toes. I couldn't really feel much. So I was like, okay, let's just pick it up. Mile 20, I picked it up, started running, knock out this 10K, just get this done. Honestly, there were so many points throughout the race where I wanted a DNF so bad. I was just like, I just need to get off this course. But I am just so stubborn, and I just couldn't, I couldn't do it. I felt like I'd rather like break my leg than DNF, but it's just, I know that's stupid, but that's just kind of how I felt. But anyway, I continued to run mile 20, 21, I started picking it up, and there was a slight little downhill somewhere along those lines, and all I felt was the next step was, and all I could feel is just liquid leaving my left foot, all in my shoe, and excruciating pain because now my feet, whatever blisters were protecting it from the front, had now all exploded. Other than that, it was a great race, but my camera's about to die. I hope this video was interesting or helpful. CIM, I'm coming for you again next year. I have some unfinished business. With that, my 2024 schedule for the spring is already pretty much scheduled up until I think June. I don't have any marathons that are in the schedule, so I gotta figure that out. Everything right now is 10Ks, halves, and like I'm gonna sprinkle in some 5Ks. I really wanna focus on speed in this next next spring. And then fall, hopefully can translate that into some longer distance and we can really attack the marathon in the fall. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment, subscribe, like, share. Really love making content. You will see me back 2024 very consistently. You can expect 1 video a week. I think my upload schedule will probably be Monday or Tuesday. Hit that notification bell and follow along.